So I would like to introduce you to Wolfelik, or whatever his name is. This is a player that's brought up in a comment, and it's a pretty long-standing account. It's 7-ish thousand battles, and of course he's not very good. He's trying to stand up America, I guess, a little bit, but he's just not very good. I'm going to pause this real quick, and you can see his gamer squadron. It's a Spanish gamer squadron, I assume, or Brazilian maybe. I'm not really going to question that in the slightest, so that's just what it is. I'm also going to do the same thing as I've been running with all of my other comments. I've been reading comments from my comment section and answering questions as I go. And I'll let, of course, the stuff play out in the background. So Cobalt0681 says, okay, go with me down the rabbit hole. Gyun sells premiums to hackers, they make their money, then wait about 3 to 6 months to ban them, so hackers have to make a new account and buy more premiums. Gyun makes more money, why would they care about stopping the hackers? It's small, maybe 2,000 to 3,000 per band wave, but $60 premium, they're making bank. Even more sus, it's Gyun employee making money on the side selling accounts and they can create for free. I'll take my tinfoil hat off now. That's a lot of theories that a lot of people give on that general theory. It's not entirely true. The thing is, there are several websites, which I will not mention, that have several accounts that sell accounts. The other problem is if you know the company that sells premiums or does the premium selling through Gyun is a company called Exala. I have been told that Exala will literally just so people will get banned and then someone will refund the accounts. They'll refund the accounts, and then guess what? They're not, those accounts got refunded, and that's what it is. And Exala will let people refund like months out. And it's the reason why it's stupid when you see people get falsely banned for like a name change or whatever, something dumb like that, and yet they'll have it to where they got banned. Well, this person's already banned. They're not going to get their account back. We'll just refund the money, and then they get all their money back. And Sala doesn't fight it because Sala is a, frankly, coward of a company. So this is the guy right here. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, it's an interesting theory, but like Gyun wouldn't actually ban anyone anyway. Like if they had no incentive to do that, they wouldn't ban any players, or the ban waves would be tiny. The thing is that Gyun tends to do a lot, though, is they constantly on their posts for ban waves, they say, oh, well, this person was banned. They were banned for automation. They almost never say banned for cheating. If you notice in their recent waves, they always say banned for automation of gameplay, which it's not cheating, clearly, or it is technically cheating, but like they're not saying like cheat software, which is funny considering your own reporting system says cheating. Richard Mason 5022 says, remove time limits on boosters, whether activated or not. I don't understand why they have them. Gyun acts like people don't have lives outside of War Thunder. Yeah. I also disagree with what you said about SL. If they increase SL amount per real world dollar, I don't think they would be able to, what does it say? Should be able to decrease overall gained SL as this screws over free-to-play players. It does, but the one upset about Gyun that did recently with the whole the review bomb thing is that they made it to where you can't go negative anymore, which was a huge thing for especially free-to-play players, that they can't go negative anymore. Now, granted, currently right now I'm free-to-play until the sale comes up, and then I'm going to sell a coupon and get premium back. But it's really stupid that Gyun perpetually thinks that they need to adjust SL gain or whatever in this game, when in reality they really don't. There's no real reason for them to adjust SL gain or costs in this game when modules already cost an actual fortune in this game. And also, if you want to think about real world cost, 1.3 million SL, which is Gyun's highest cost in this game for buying SL outright in the shop, which is, this guy's behind a wall, look at that, is 3,000 GE. The cheapest package you can buy to get that is 5,000 GE, which is $33. So $33 for 1.3 million SL, which is an absolute ripoff if you think about that in terms of any sort of semblance. So I definitely also agree with removing time limits on boosters or making them like a week or two, because most people only play like on the weekends. It's like if you look at actual Steam chart, Steam chart's not the ultimate metric, but the Steam charts, the highest play count is like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, based on time zone. So it's the weekend essentially is the highest play time for the way this game works. And if on its non-Steam chart, where there's ways to look at the metrics in the games outside of Steam, it's the same thing. It's Friday through Monday. It's the weekend, and it's how it's always going to be because people have free time on the weekend. Not everyone works on the weekdays. So, yeah, true. For me, like, obviously I have a new job right now. When I finish this event, which I'm going to be finishing the event, I'm not going to play for like 2 months except for recording videos, which makes the most sense to do. I'm going to record my videos, and that's about it. I don't need to do anything else because I don't really want to play right now, and until the new event comes out, a new patch comes out, that's what I'm going to do. Because I don't, like I said, really need to do anything else besides just record and play the new patch notes when it comes out, which I like the new patch. The new patch looks kind of cool. The new America getting an AA finally that's not just the skink is kind of an interesting notion. I am kind of excited to see how that plays. Of course, if it's higher than the Whirlwind, it's gonna blow me away. Like, I know the Whirlwind's open top, but like it's a chaffy base. It shouldn't be anything higher than that. So, last question. Welshman BT3QV says, I play arcade battles only, and I have for about 10 years on PlayStation. I wonder if cheaters even bother with AB. Probably harder to spot, as many names are visible anyway. Just asking if you get many AB reports or just RB losers. Okay, you can say RB losers all you want. It's a playstyle. I played arcade a ton before I switched to realistic, and that's just what it is. It's the same logic with how a lot of people call arcade losers because they can't live without their markers. So, just FYI, Welshman, I think arcade players are losers because they have to rely on markers. So the notion goes both ways. So you can't just call everyone losers because you don't like the way that people play their game the way that they play it. So to answer your question, I do get AB reports. I don't review AB reports because of the markers. As for cheating in it, as far as I know, I don't even think EAC, as far as I can tell, and from people I've talked to, EAC doesn't even operate in arcade mode. It's the reason why I've seen people, when they get kicked off the game for EAC violations, they only get kicked off for realistic and simulator, but arcade modes will stay active. Arcade modes will stay active even with the EAC being down, which is hilarious because that literally proves, no, that doesn't prove anything, but it basically says that there is most likely a notion that arcade is, or EAC is not running while arcade is active, which is hilarious to me because it proves in general that if someone can make a bypass, which these guys do clearly, they made a bypass that works for EAC that transfers into other modes, which is a dead giveaway to me that there is something these guys are using to exploit that loophole to play RB and Sim on that same loophole. And it actually is proven because I have cheaters I've talked to who said that they can export the cross marker that you get in arcade into realistic by just importing a code over, and the EAC doesn't check it, which is extremely sad by a lot of metrics because it literally proves that these guys are able to do like nothing and get away with absolute levels of cheating, you know, like this, staring at people through entire levels of terrain through smoke. So that's going to answer your question. And again, don't shame people for wanting to play the modes they like to play. Like I said, I played AB ages ago, and it was very fun. I abused T-34s and low tier stuff all the time. I never went above like 4.0 back then because low tier was just much more fun, and I'm sure top tier nowadays. Let's just put it this way. The last time I played AB, the highest BR vehicles in the game were the T-54s, which was like 7.7 at the time. So those are the highest vehicles in the game. That was the last time I played arcade. Willingly, without accidentally jumping into arcade. But yeah, so in general, don't shame people for wanting to play their own mode because they like RB or AB more than you. people will play whatever they want to. And yeah, there's no reason to shame somebody because we all play this game and we all suffer at the same time for it. So, as always, if you have any questions you want to bring to me, serious or not, I will be answering them in the next week or so. If you have any person you want to leave in my comments, please try to follow the pinned comment below. And as always, I hope you have a good rest of your morning, day, evening, or night. And have a good one.